like the mountain and I like the rains. I like the sunsets, the sunrises. Our songs, our language, our art, putting your feet on the ground and knowing you're home.
This is where I was born and raised. This is the place that the Creator has put in us. I got everything I need to survive right here.
アリゾナ州南部の国境地帯にトホノオーダムネーションというインディアン居留地がある。アメリカ建国のはるか昔、数千年にわたってソノラ砂漠で暮らしている砂漠の民だ。この居留地には彼らだけが通れる不思議な国境ゲートがある。部族パスポートを持ってない人間がゲートを通り抜けるともう戻ることはできない。トホノオーダム族は長年アメリカとメキシコにまたがるソノラ砂漠で暮らしてきた。だがおよそ160年前に国境線が南に移動したことで彼らのコミュニティがアメリカとメキシコに分かれてしまった。その後2000年代に国境管理が厳しくなった時にお互いの親族に会うことができるよう特殊なパスポートが作られたのだ。取材班は部族政府のナンバー2バーロン・ホセと共に国境を訪れた。
A tribal member can come here, open this gate here. Of course they'll get stopped. They can open this gate, which is a little bit heavy. Give their credentials, walk across. Coming to Mexico, you're now in Mexico. If I wanted to come back across, there's a sign there that says, to pass through the gate heading north or south, you must first be inspected. It's a little bit uncomfortable for us, but we do have tribal, Tohono Nation tribal members only can cross through this. When the United States of America purchased this territory for $10 million to Mexico, but this has always been Tohono traditional lands. So we've been on the front lines of the border issues for 160 years.
最近、トホノオーダムには新たな問題が浮上している。国境の壁だ。トランプ大統領は不法移民やドラッグの流入を防ぐために壁の建設を主張している。だが、実際に壁ができれば、トホノオーダムのコミュニティはさらなる影響を受ける。大地を守るために神が自分たちを使わせた。そう考えるトホノオーダム族にとって、壁の建設は神聖な大地を傷つける行為。断じて許容できない。
How can we work with the Trump administration to address the issues of concern regarding the Tohono Nation, including the border issues? I would invite Donald Trump to walk this border with me, and I'll walk with him the 62 miles. So we can talk about the border impacts and how the wall is not an answer. It never come. It's a high mountain, and there's a monument right on the top. It's just sheer rock. I'm sure there's a way. It's going to be costly to build a wall up over that mountain ridge and so forth. So, I mean, as I say that, it's not economical to build a wall, but we can use other tools in the bucket to secure the border. So there's a multi-layered approach on there.
他のインディアン居留地と同様に、トホノオーダムネーションも深刻な課題を抱えている。貧困と依存症だ。大都市から遠く離れているため、雇用は限定的で、失業率は全米平均の4倍近い。所得水準は低く、アルコールやドラッグなどの依存症も蔓延している。居留地で暮らすノーマ・ドミンゴも、アルコール依存症に苦しむ一人だ。
I've been an alcoholic, I think, since I was had my first drink at the age of 13. I think there was nothing really, I guess, to do around here. Like, it was just boring.
貧困に苦しむのは聖職者も変わらない。40年近くトホノオーダムネーションで布教活動を続けるナザレン教会の牧師も 副業でピザ屋を始めた。
I am what is called in the Bible a tent maker missionary. And that means that I work to meet my expenses. So I have to work to make income. And today my only income is Social Security. So this is an attempt to kind of make up that shortfall. Here we're only 28 miles from the border. And it's a funnel for the drugs coming from the south through the reservation on into Phoenix or Tucson. And I have a friend that she got caught with a couple of kilos. I asked her, I said, if you got through with those drugs, what would you have made? She said, $10,000. So, I mean, it's tempting.
Yeah, they come through here to ask for water, food.
There's like usually one person that comes to the house or wherever you're at, and then they have like a whole bundle of them somewhere else. Sometimes like if they seem nice or not. Yeah, because we don't want to get hurt or anything.
トホノオーダムネーションの経済状況は厳しいが、自分でビジネスを立ち上げる住民も現れている。タコスやブリトーを提供しているモンドスもその一つだ。店主のアルマンド・ゴンザレスは8年前にこの場所で店を開いた。ローカルビジネスの増加は数少ない希望だ。
Like a Walmart or a solar system plant or I don't know, a telephone system over here. We don't have those where people could come and our own people and gain employment and knowledge and skills. We don't have those here. We have your typical government. We got your typical school, your clinic or hospital. Those are the basics that we have. But other than that, there's no business per se here. I see slowly that people are starting to do other types of businesses that that kind of promote. We have a jumping castle business here. Someone has a jumping castle. Like the gentleman that just came, he opened up a pizza shop. Okay, so there's different people that are coming and developing businesses here, which is a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Before, I think people used to depend on others to come and provide that. And now people are more apt to begin a business. Yeah, people are starting to look at the value of owning your own business.
企業の進出が進まないのは保守的な土地柄も災いしている。地元の合意を得るのに長い時間がかかるのだ。そのプロセスを嫌って企業は背を向けてしまう。
The districts assign land for homes and pasture grazing, but if there's something that nation wants to do, they can do it without having anything. But it's customary to go to the community, go to the district, get their support. We want to build something right here, rather than just going and building it. So there's a whole long process. So some companies get turned away because it takes too long of a process. There are a lot of job opportunities and vacancies to work for the tribal government or other entities out there. The fact of the matter is that a lot of our tribal members don't have the necessary criteria to qualify for those jobs. Education is an issue that we're working on.
貧困や依存症による家庭崩壊は子どもたちにも深刻な影響を与えている。それが端的に現れるのは学校だ。トホノオーダムの小学校や中学校では両親と暮らしていない子どもたちのために学校がさまざまな形で支援している。
We do have many children that live in homes that there are alcohol and drug and emotional and physical abuse issues. And so what we've done is not only have we worked with the academic part, but we've had to bring in the social and emotional part by becoming what we call a trauma-informed district. So a trauma-informed district means that we had to get trained on how to deal with trauma. And it's not It could be related to what we call historical trauma out here on the nation, but it's more recent. You know, what are the kids coming to school in? You know, are they coming to school hungry? Are they because parents were not around? We have many of our children that are being raised by grandparents. And so because of issues with parents being absent. And so they come to school with a lot of trauma. So if you have a lot of trauma, you are not going to learn. And so those are some of the challenges that we face. So this is a food that gets taken home by the kids on the weekend. It comes with peanut butter, tuna, mac and cheese. Every week it's a little bit different. Oatmeal. So they have food at home. They get 2 pairs of pants and 2 shirts every semester. They get new shoes. They get new socks. They get all that for free.
My mom was addicted to methamphetamine, and she was addicted to alcohol. She's addicted to all that. And my dad, he was also addicted to all of that. And all that drug just kind of all those drugs just kind of affected her mind, you know? And so something happened and ended up coming down here. But there's a lot of drug abuse going on down here with not only adults but young kids as well. I've seen kids as young as I am, a little bit younger. They've been addicted to stuff like that.
貧困の連鎖を止めるためには教育水準の引き上げが不可欠。そう考えた部族政府は学校改革に着手した。
If you walked into any one of our classrooms 10 years ago, it was a very sad situation. The kids were not learning. They were not behaved in the classroom. We had teachers that were not paid well. Our prior superintendent really had to look at some foundational things that needed to be fixed. For example, the average salary of a teacher is about $34,000 here in Arizona. And so he had to raise that. So he had to meet with his governing board and say, how can we maximize our funds that we have at the federal, state level, and how can we use those funds to sustain an increase in salaries? So that started attracting some higher quality teachers to our schools.
Students come to this class with a point of confusion. So where there's something that they don't understand in math, science, social studies, English, and they come here and they work with college tutors to problem solve and to come up with a solution to the topic that they're struggling with. It really gives them ownership in their learning and to recognize that through hard work they can get there, which is part of what the tutorial process is it's a process. It's a process for new learning, and if you can take these steps, you will get there.
Once we started making those dramatic changes and we started bringing teachers that did care about them, our hiring processes changed about what type of teacher we hire, and they started seeing that the teachers cared about them. Learning became fun. We added a lot of technology. So my evidence is that we went from a 70% attendance rate to a 92% attendance rate. So to me that said, if kids are happy, they're going to come to school. As a school district, we are really supporting the learning of kids and loving our kids and demonstrating to parents, look what your child can do, and we need you to be there for them. I think that in itself has reduced the amount of alcohol and drugs that are here on the nation.
I want to go to Grand Canyon University in Phoenix to study. I'm thinking about communications, but then I'm also thinking about law.
Just down here to the community college, and I'm thinking about studying business.
I think about going to Central Arizona College in Coolidge, Arizona for animal science.
I want to go to college in Washington and study criminal justice. Why? Well, my dad influenced me to enter the law enforcement field, and being a homicide detective has always been my goal, especially helping out with the Native community, because there's many cases for missing and murdered Native women that have never been solved.
After I graduate here, I want to go to college, man. I want to I want to go to college and get an education and get like a degree because that's something that most people in my family haven't done. Right now we're in a lot of troubled times. We got a lot of depressed teens. We got a lot of issues going on, and I just want to get out there and put my words and opinions out there.
今の部族の惨状はアメリカ政府の先住民政策によるところが大きい。教育を重視している若者の存在は救いだが、外の世界に触れれば触れるほど外の世界に憧れていく。かつての栄光を取り戻した暁に彼らが彼らのままでいられるか、それは分からない。